Amazon Resale, which was formerly Amazon Warehouse, is the outlet that Amazon uses to sell their returns. And they do so in a number of different quality categories. Now, the worst of these is used acceptable. So this can be major cosmetic imperfections on the item, totally destroyed packaging, but the item itself theoretically is still supposed to be fully usable. The advantage, of course, is that you can tend to pick these sorts of items up at a tremendous discount in comparison to the as new price. But one of the things that's really helpful with Amazon Resale is that if the item is completely battered or it's just not what you was expecting, you still get your standard 30-day returns. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and purchased a Netgear M3, which is a MiFi router. Now, the product itself doesn't matter, but just for some context, this will basically allow you to have a portable router to carry around with you and get high-speed 5G internet access, which you can then share over Wi-Fi to many different devices. And the description of the condition was used acceptable, cosmetic damage and scratch to display. So the actual router itself has a display on it, and packaging is damaged. So let's go ahead and open this together and see if used acceptable is something you should use to save quite a bit of money. So like I say, no idea what to expect here or whether I'll be keeping this. We'll see what the condition actually is. But in terms of price, this was £135 discounted from the new price. I'll leave a link to the item in the description. So let's go ahead now and see exactly what it is that we can expect. Okay, well, I'm going to be honest with you, the packaging is not as damaged as I expected at all. Now, maybe it doesn't work and that's why it's been returned. I don't know. But let's go ahead and get inside here. Let's just go through the top, much easier. Okay, and I am a little bit nervous as this thing is still fairly expensive, even with the discount. It's an unusual way of packing this. I think this might not be the original way of packing it. Looks like it's been put in upside down. Okay, so the documentation's all here. And here is the actual router item. So let's just get a good up close look of that. I can definitely see there are some imperfections. So I'm going to get a cloth here and just give this a wipe over. Now before I do that, there is a pull tab here. And I'll tell you what, I won't need to wipe this. There are no cosmetic imperfections. That was just on the plastic cover. I'm going to look at this up closely, and I'm not seeing any cosmetic imperfections there on the screen, despite the description reading that there is a cosmetic scratch that doesn't affect the use. But I'm not seeing it, and it says it was on the display, and this is the display. Let's try and turn it on. I don't even know if that's the power button. I assume it is. Yep, we've got the Netgear logo there. Yeah, you can see that the screen itself is in very good nick. In fact, the unit itself is in very good nick. It's definitely been held. There's a few smudges, but nothing that's not going to clean off with a wipe. So why has this been returned? Yeah, I wonder. I mean, so far, so good. And it looks like I need to connect. So either this hasn't been set up before, or it's been reset to the factory default settings. So I'm actually happy about that, because maybe the person that owned this previously didn't even use it and just changed their mind and returned it, and for some reason Amazon labelled this as used acceptable. But they could have technically labelled this as used like new. Okay folks, I've actually taken this out now and have been testing it, and to my satisfaction, it works really well. I wasn't going out expecting it to be as good as it is, being some kind of return. Now, I'm not sure what the previous customer's reason was for doing so, but I don't seem to be having any issues with this. Maybe they just did not get a signal where they were, and you do need a mobile signal for this product to function. But no, in my test, it's been absolutely fine. So I will need to, of course, put this through its paces over the coming weeks to just really make sure that there are no issues. But so far, it definitely seems that I've saved a pretty penny by going for the used acceptable option instead of the new option. If you've also used Amazon Resale or Amazon Warehouse, then please do share your experiences with that down in the comments. I'd be really interested to hear whether I've just been a little bit fortunate or whether this is a consistent thing across the board. But thanks for stopping by, checking out the video. Hopefully it's been helpful to you, and I'll see you next time.